We're going to talk about a little bit of news at the top of Super TV Showdown. We like to cut and post this
what are
on.
you trying to, what are you
I
trying
think
to
I
say?
said clip by accident. I like to
cut clips
post
and
this
then-
on our YouTube channel
Yes.
as a little taste, a little flavor of Super TV Showdown. So let's talk about the news. Which one would you like to start with? We have two stories. You want to talk about the trailer or you want to talk about the announcement?
I don't care.
Okay, we'll talk about the announcement. Jessica Jones, the 2-season show on Marvel Netflix. You guys know the drill. It's about the Marvel character Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones is coming back for a third season, which is so strange because of all like the rumblings about Disney's new streaming program and some Marvel Netflix just gossip. It's gossip online. We thought that they were kind of just trying to plow through,
wind them up.
And I thought, which would have been a bummer since they teased some stuff for a future season at the end of season 2, which whatever, we can talk about that if we want to. So I'm glad it's coming back for a third season. For the most part, I liked, besides like one character in both seasons of Jessica Jones, I really like the show. So I'm excited to get more of Kristen Ritter as Jessica Jones and seeing her whole crew and cast. And I want to say I'm excited to see Trish Walker transform into Hellcat, but they punished us for wanting that to happen.
I agree that it felt like they punished us for that. I'm kind of hoping that maybe they can end on a I don't know. See, again, I'm kind of assuming this is the end. Mm-hmm. I'm not alone. It's the impression that has been given off by all the announcements and stuff that like, hey, just don't get too attached.
But those haven't been official announcements. It's just been like rumblings.
Yeah, but it's the impression. It's
rumblings.
So I don't know if I'd like to see them maybe resolve some of the issues from this past season and maybe do a season that's a little closer in quality to season 1, because season 1 is amazing.
Of Jessica Jones?
Yeah.
It's so good, and I don't know how you exactly do that, but I'm excited to see what they do. Maybe it'll lead to a Defenders-esque team-up show again. I don't think
wait, hold on. Can I be honest with you? I've seen, Kristen Ritter, when she was doing press for this, she said something along the lines like, I don't know if they're doing a season 2. Like, there haven't been talks about it. It was kind of built to be a one-off thing, whatever.
That's so weird it would be.
Yeah, I know. And then I saw so many think piece articles that were like, hey, they don't need a Defender season 2. And all of them were like, besides, what story could you possibly give them as an excuse for these people to team up? And it's like there's not 50 years of comics of these characters teaming up and interacting for whatever reason. I can think of at least one right off the top of my head.
Thanos.
Omega Drive.
Thanos. Ghost Rider.
You know what I mean?
Blade.
You know what I mean? Like, but seriously, there's dozens of stories at least that include some combination of these characters. So I don't know if people are treating it like I don't know what you could possibly do.
Blade.
Like after Avengers 1, people are like, what threat could the Avengers possibly have to re-team up? You'll fucking find something. Come on.
I wonder if they'd ever do Kang. That'd be kind of fun.
I would love to see Kang. I would love to see MODOK.
Oh, you keep bringing that motherfucker up. Kang, go full blue. Full blue with the hood. And baby, that's what we need. I was reading, speaking of just villains really quick, I was reading Superior Foes of Spider-Man, which is a comedy comic, if you guys want something. I posted actually a clip from it today. It's a guy is having a dream, and he says, thanks, Obama, since this dream world, Obama's at a barbecue in the background. He's like, oh, you're welcome. It's really funny. But you see Baron Zemo show up for a second, and I'm like, I will never need that purple hoodie ski mask thing. I don't need it. If it happened, I'd be fine with it.
I want a version of it. It would have to look different than the comics for obvious reasons.
A thick mask.
I at least wanted, like in Civil War when they're showing his pictures of his time serving as like a mercenary, one with him with the mask on, because it made sense.
What if he had a hoodie pulled up so you saw his full face, but it was not a hoodie, a beanie.
Yeah,
a purple beanie.
No, I wanted the full. That would have been.
There's no breathing hole on
that. Would be enough for me. If it was just like when they're going through his file, there's a picture of him with a version of it on. That's all I need. Just to know it exists in that universe. All right, let's talk about our other piece of news.
More Zemo stuff.
Baron Zemo was announced as the villain for Jessica Jones season 3. No, I'm kidding.
Ooh, a twist? Why not? No, we got a trailer for nothing Marvel or DC related, not a TV show, but for a movie, Incredible 2. And technically, they call it the official trailer, so I'm guessing this is, I don't know, I didn't really get too much more information out of this. It looks so much fun, and I forgot how much I love the music of the first Incredibles movie, and I love seeing their powers together, but also their family dynamic.
Yeah.
Easy. Have a dinner scene like they did in the first movie, which it's not copy-paste because it's different, because now their entire dynamic is different because they knew that they were superheroes, but now they've been out in the field.
Yeah.
And I like the drive for this film.
It's also interesting that I feel like a majority of the action in this trailer is taking place in what is probably, it's when they're fighting the Underminer, so it's probably within the first 10 to 15 minutes of the movie. And so they're saving a lot of the big stuff because we don't get the big bad guy reveal until the end of the trailer with the Screenslaver.
Oh, that's a fun. I could not understand what he said, and I only watched the trailer once, to be fair, but he does look cool. I like the design of him. And Jack can just teleport into nowhere.
I love when he's walking around like Cookie. He's trying to lure Jack out of like whatever extra dimensional realm he's teleported to.
And you get a playing with portals scene where Dash is holding Jack and they're running through a portal.
Yeah.
And my guess is that Jack's opening those. Hey, he can do whatever he wants. So it's like I wouldn't be surprised if he did that as a joke.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see how they explore it. It's just like, he's going through a weird like pre-puberty for powers. It's like he can just kind of maybe he'll land on one eventually. I don't know what it's going to be, and that might be a fun like end.
Or find a way to kind of synthesize all of them and control all of them, which would be nuts.
Then you get a third Incredibles movie where they have to fight Jack. We gotta put him down.
Put him down for good.
I do like.
And then they get their own version of the Punisher.
I like Elastigirl's costume update.
Yeah, I like
and her motorcycle.
Yeah, I like the last movie kind of focused on Mr. Incredible's like midlife crisis, and so I'm glad they're kind of focusing on letting Elastigirl have the bulk of the adventures and having Mr. Incredible deal with being a stay-at-home dad. It's a cool twist on their dynamic.
There's also a line in there where they talk about how important it is what she's doing, because he was doing it, let's be honest, for selfish reasons.
What?
And it was which I think I tweeted that or something. They're like, no, he just wants to live the glory days again. I'm like, that's selfish.
Yeah.
It's also a super dark movie. The more like you think about like his friend's bones that he hid behind, carved a message into the wall before he was murdered.
Pixar's a master at incorporating more mature stuff. Like when a lot of movies are like, oh, it's for adults and kids, what they mean is that there's fart jokes and there's secret sex jokes. Like that's the for adults. When Pixar does it, it's like we're gonna meditate on death a little bit. You know what I mean?
And like what it means to be let down by your elders, and what real revenge might look like in the real world.
Yeah, because there's a point.
It's awful.
In the first Incredibles movie, there's a part where Elastigirl says like, hey, this isn't a kid show. These guys will try and kill you. And it's she's being real. Like she's not just being like overprotective. Like there's a real sense of danger for these kids, and yet it's still a fun like kids movie. It's a very cool combination.
It is. And I'm excited for the second movie.
Yes, and.
But guys, we're going to move into our main show. If you're watching this on YouTube, we'll see you over on Patreon. There's a button up in the corner you can click.